Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. Thank you so much for coming on to my YouTube channel. If y'all are new here, my name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. And if y'all are returning, hey family, welcome back to our sacred space. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. For those of y'all that are new here that don't know me, I am a practicing witch. I also am notoriously known for merging the arts of poetry and magic. And I would like to invite you in. And I also want to thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to these messages. I would like for you to open your heart, open your mind, and also remember to use your discernment. These messages are for a general audience, so not all the messages are going to resonate, and that is perfectly fine. If it does, family, let me know down in the comments. I am devoted to give you guys messages and just doing the best that I possibly can to show up for you all in the best ways that I know how. I am dedicated, devoted, and disciplined enough to continuously share my insights with you guys behind the scenes and also here on camera. Today we are going to be doing a daily reading, and we are going to be working with 3 different decks. We're going to be working with the Lenormand, and this deck here, which I think it's pronounced the Pre-Raphaelite deck. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but the Pre-Raphaelite deck, I believe. And this one is the Sacred Forest Oracle. We're going to be pulling from these 3 piles. And this is not a pick a deck reading. However, you can think of it as a pick a deck reading if you would like. Also, we are going to be using our intuition. If you guys do not know this, I am notoriously known for using my intuitive gifts to give whatever it is that our soul child needs. Also, quick disclaimer, I may not always say exactly what is reflected in the cards. Sometimes I do get downloads and it may not be reflected there. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this first deck. Spirit, I would like to thank you so much for your divine love and benevolent protection. Thank you so much for always being with us. Thank you so much for sending our guides to protect us as we move and journey throughout life. Thank you so much for the many blessings that you give to us daily in abundance. Spirit, I would like to invite in our guides, our ancestors, angels, beings of light, highest lights in the world and the universe here to us today. Thank you so much for protecting us and just always surrounding us in the synchronistic messages that we get on a daily basis. I want to call in wisdom, love, light, honesty, transparency, and also I want to call in all energies that are for us. Thank you so much, Spirit. We allow all energies in that are for us. We rebuke all energies that are not for us. Any weapon formed against us shall not prosper, Spirit. We are of love. We are of light. We are whole beings. We are beings merged the darkness and the light. Thank you so much, Spirit, for all that you have to share with us today and beyond. Ashe. Okay, the first couple of cards we have here. Let me move these out of the way real quick, actually. And then we're going to move these up. So the first card we have here is the ship. The second card here is we have the messenger. We have my Rise Mushroom Coffee here with vegan oat milk creamer. Okay. And then we are going to... I don't know why, but I almost want to say that someone is praying for you. There's definitely someone praying for you. Also, this looks like a spiritual retreat that someone is inviting you on. What I'm hearing is that there may be some type of text message coming in or some type of notification that you're getting. And I'm seeing it pop up on someone's phone, and it's about some type of retreat. Like they want to take you on this retreat. Spirit, why is this? Look how the mice here. Someone may be going on a retreat. There's some type of booking is what I'm hearing. By the way, these messages are timeless. Yeah, we even have like a room key here. They're trying to get you. There's someone that more than likely is trying to get you out of something. It could be something that's plaguing you. They could be trying to get... I'm hearing the words new scenery. Someone is looking to take you on a trip. Someone wants to travel with you. You guys also may be moving. You guys, there's some type of movement that is going on. There's some type of travel, whether it be long distance or short distance. I'm seeing that it's going to be after Mercury retrograde is over. After that, after that time, after that transit, I'm hearing in 2 weeks. This message will find you in 2 weeks. That's what this feels like. It feels like a 2-week long message. It's so interesting that I say that because we also have the time here. It's time to go. There's something, you guys are moving away from something. I feel like you guys, if this has been some type of prayer that you guys have been asking for, if you've been wanting to move or go on some kind of vacation or some type of movement, I feel like your prayers are going to be answered in 2 weeks. Yeah, for some of you guys, it definitely is 2 weeks. I say that, and we also do have the time card here. There's something about this milestone that concerns me, and I feel like with these mics here, this points to energy that is plaguing you. They're pests. They come in, they steal, they hide, they're sneaky. Sometimes, depending on if you have like a wood rat or not, wood rats are more like on a gangster side. So they kind of, they want to bust up, they want to fight you. Wood rats are nothing to play with. Those things are just wild. They're also, they're really huge for like no reason, by the way, if you guys don't know about wood rats. But yeah, anyways, so all animals are beautiful, right? Sometimes they come in and they plague and they pest, and again they just kind of take over things. I feel like something has been plaguing you, something has been completely taking over your life, and you're trying to get away from that. What I'm hearing is that this mice here to me is pointing to chaos. It's pointing to discombobulation in the home perhaps, and I feel like the best thing I'm hearing the word outdoors. I feel like Spirit is saying that it's time for you to spend a bit more time outdoors. I know that we're in the winter months right now, and I don't know why, but I'm seeing snow. It's like Spirit is saying that if you're used to being in the house, right now, Spirit wants you, if you are somewhere where it snows, to go out and enjoy the snow. There's something that Spirit wants you to do outdoors. I just heard like hiking, and I'm seeing mountains, and I'm seeing like snowy mountains and whatnot. And I don't know why, but this is so funny because Mount Everest is coming through. There's something about the thrill of climbing a mountain, and it's really cold. It's almost kind of giving me Capricorn energy, but understanding the coldness. That's very specific for somebody. Anyways, moving forward, there's something very strong here about just moving forward. And this messenger, there's something about like a letter sent. I just heard something about like there's the word delinquent. There's something about delinquency here. I feel like if you had any delinquent accounts, expect those to be turned over. I'm also hearing like forgiveness. There's some type of forgiveness here. I also am hearing the words business plan, business trip. There's some type of trip that's happening here, and it's meant to get you away from whatever this chaos is. Like, I really cannot help but feel that. Spirit, do you have any other messages that you want to come through here? You have the Sun card here. You have the Lover card here. Anything else? Oh, I just heard that someone wants to take you out on a date. And I also heard the word Colombia, which is so interesting because we're in winter months. I don't know why that would be coming through, but we're just going to take it as it is for right now. Also, yes, you have the bridge here. Love is, love is the gateway. Love is, look at this, you guys. You guys have the heart again. So I took 2 decks and smashed them together, because I'm a little greedy with my messages, if you will. And I love to get as many messages as I possibly can. Also, these are the last cards here. We have the Love card here again, and we also have this bridge here. I don't know why, but I feel like there's someone that wants to come in and help you. I'm not trying to make these messages sound cliche, but that's just simply what's coming through. I don't want this to sound like I'm just kind of like jumping on a bandwagon. I'm saying this because that's what's coming through, you guys. You guys know me by now. I'm not going to say anything that's not truly coming through. There's something about someone taking you out on a trip, or you going on a trip, or you moving, because there's something that is just plaguing your life, and the best thing that you feel like you want to do is move away from it. I feel for you truly. I really, really do. With this key here, I don't know why, but it's pointing me to, it's like when you're traveling, I feel like there's this unexpected amount of wisdom that you can pick up along the way. And I also feel like with this time here, the time is approaching, the time is coming. I did hear again within 2 weeks. I feel like what's happening is that when you decide to move, or when you decide to travel, when the circumstances are proper, or when the circumstances are favorable, what I'm seeing here is that it'll help you cross over from one life to the next. And it almost feels like what you can expect is you can expect a lot more vibrancy. You can expect a lot more love. You can expect a lot more alignment. And I say that because, of course, we have here the two hearts and we have the sun card. This feels like warmth. This feels like love. This feels like light. This feels like all of those amazing things. Also with this bridge here, bridges are definitely meant for you to cross over to this next phase. So even if it may seem scary, even when it may seem as if I don't know why, but I'm seeing one of those bridges that, those like wooden and what is it? It's like a wooden and rope bridge. And I'm seeing it in like first person and someone's like trying to cross over and it's wobbly and it's shaky. And then on the other side, there seems to be like this forest or this like lush or this like land, like the trees are, the leaves on the trees are moving. And so it seems daunting. Crossing the bridge itself is very daunting, but then there's what's on the other side here. And I feel like Spirit is saying that as long as you are rooted and convicted in your faith and your knowing and divine knowing in spirits and your, not in your religion, but more in your spirituality, the more that you pray, the more that you know, the more that you spend time with spirit, there's nothing that can shake you. Also, what I'm hearing here too is that there's something about this pest. These pests can come through as a form of people, voice. I'm hearing something about voices, like I'm hearing voices. The whispers. It's like there's some type of like whispering and it almost feels very kind of haunting. And I don't know why, but it's like, I don't know why, but it's kind of giving me like haunted house vibes. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. I don't know why that sip came out like that, but it's okay. That is really good. This is giving me like haunted house vibes. That's interesting. I just heard the word Salem. Someone wants to go to Salem. Oh, I would love to go to Salem. Are you guys going to Salem? That sounds so good. Anyways, what this sounds like is that you guys are moving and traveling to get a break from life, to get a break from the chaos, to get a break from the noise, to get a break from the haunting, if you will. And I really do feel like you guys are like this feels like you guys are emerging. I feel like this is meant to reach you again within 2 weeks. And this also is timeless. So even though it's saying 2 weeks, I feel like this can be at any stage of your life, okay? We're going to go ahead and pull from this pile here to see what Spirit has to say. The first card we have here is a Death card. The second card here is a Chariot. Stop playing around. You guys know how excited I get. I get super happy. These were the first cards. Stop. Look at that. Dramatic changes. Okay. Spirit, any other cards that you have for us right now? I feel like you guys are going to have the time of your life when you travel. You have the Nine of Wands in reverse. You have this card here, which is the Ace of... This might be the Ace of... yeah, this is the Ace of Pentacles here. I don't know why, but it feels like an invitation. Someone's inviting you somewhere. And I feel like the reason why is because they know and they sense it. Like, they see a change. I feel like if you guys decided to go, I feel some type of like romantic vibes coming through. This, I feel like it was unexpected. This Tower card is not bringing me to anything negative per se or unfavorable. It's actually bringing me to something that it feels like it kind of came out of nowhere. Like you just got this random message about, hey, do you want to go here? And you're just like, wait, what? And then Spirit is like, go for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you know that this is something that falls in alignment with you, Spirit is asking for you to take that leap. With this here, though, I do feel like if all else fails, Spirit says for you to, I don't know why, but like, it's almost kind of like this vibe of like opening up and like opening up your heart to this. I feel like Spirit is asking for you to let your guard down a little bit and not be so protective or like not be so housed in. There's something about you not being housed in and you taking that trip. Not everyone is going to resonate with this, but I do feel like for some of you guys, it is needed for you when the circumstances are right. So if it is not time for you to go within the next 2 weeks, what I am hearing is to save that money that you're going to use for that so that when the time is right, you take the trip. Does that make sense? But it really does feel like someone is going on a trip somewhere because they need to get away from the chaos. They need to get away from what is going on here because there needs to be a reset. And that's the energy that I'm feeling with that. With the Death card here, I do do feel like this is the change that you need. And I feel like this is definitely helping you to go or head into or pivot into this next stage of life, if you will. And I also feel like with this, even though the Six of Swords is not here, and this kind of points me to the Six of Swords at times, this is actually pointing me to the death. To the death card. And I say that because the death to me really is just simply a gateway. And death is really a gateway that leads to another aspect or another dimension of life, if you ask me. So that's kind of what this feels like. And with the Chariot here, I feel like this really does signify movement. And it doesn't feel like it's anything unfavorable. In fact, I feel like it's the movement that you do want. I do feel that life is turning around for some people, especially with the Faith card here. I feel like some of you guys did some form of magic or some form of magical working, and it's manifesting. And I feel like whatever it was, you got exactly what you want, and or if you set your intention, you will get exactly what you want. I cannot shake this up. You're not going to see it coming though. It's going to come as a surprise. It's going to come out of what feels like nowhere, but Spirit is saying to just hold that and know that it will come when you don't see it. The best things come by surprise at times. And I feel like with this Nine of Wands in reverse, Spirit is asking for you to let your guard down, because if you don't, then what you could potentially be doing is blocking a blessing here. The Ace of Pentacles here points to things that it points to the seed that we want to plant to see grow. And I feel like by you doing this, you are planting seeds for abundance in your life. And then we're going to start with, this is so interesting because the first two cards that I see here are love and also happiness, which makes so much sense because that is something that we were just talking about. We were just talking about that. Love and happiness. I love that. I feel like if you guys were to go, you guys are going to meet someone. If you were to go on this trip, for some of y'all, you're going to meet someone very significant. It's going to be life-changing. You're going to be glad you went. And there's also uncertainty. Some of you guys are worried, and I feel like instead of you worrying, Spirit is asking you to open up and get out of that shell and open up to the infinite possibilities as to what could go absolutely right. Right? Like, I feel like Spirit is saying that the more that you keep yourself closed in, the more that you quote unquote miss, the more that you miss experiences. And Spirit is asking for you to open up. I feel like what you are going to end up encountering when you do decide to travel is love. When you decide to open up and travel, you will find a new level of happiness and what it truly means. The key here is pointing to things that we unlock. And when you go on this trip, that is you unlocking infinite time. You are unlocking infinite possibilities. The thing about the time card here is that even though the clock is ticking here, to me, this is a realization that time, it's not truly anything that is working against us. I feel like Spirit is saying, don't worry about the time. Like, don't worry about the time. Just worry about how it feels. You do have love here, and again, you have happiness, so that really does feel good. It feels uncertain, and I feel like for some of you guys are so used to things going wrong, and so you're fixated on what could go wrong. Spirit is asking you to focus on what could actually go right, what could actually go favorable, what could actually be, like, what you believe to be the worst thing for you can turn out to be the best. And I feel like it's all a matter of you opening up and you trusting in your intuition and you having a knowing that these things will go right. I think some of you guys, your thoughts are your own worst enemy, and truly your thoughts aren't really even enemies. They're just things that kind of happen, and you have the choice to accept, or you have the choice to agree to them, or you have the choice to not allow yourself to become victimized by it or agree to how they make you feel in the moment, right? And also the last two cards here is we have playfulness, so we also do have sanctuary. This feels really good because I feel like this is somewhere where you can go to this place in order for you to open up to be yourself, to be this more lighthearted, more eccentric, more vibrant type of vibe. And I feel like when you do that, you'll start to come back alive again, and you'll start to see who you are behind who you are apart from the madness. I feel like there's been so many situations that have been going on in your life that have been plaguing you, that are in a way kind of pulling you away from this more lighthearted version of yourself. If you decided to go on this trip, I do feel like it's an experience that you will not regret this experience. You will be glad that you went, because it's time for you to let your hair down. It's time for you to go to the sanctuary, because this sanctuary is filled with people who want to love you, who want to give to you. And if this is with a person, it almost kind of feels like this feels like they want to love you. They want to gift you something. They want to give you something. They want to give you an experience. And whether this be a friend, a sister, whether it be a cousin or a lover, it feels like they just simply want to spend time with you. And Spirit is asking for you to open and embrace that. Also, the fact that we have the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like you need to plan it. Make sure that you plan it. It may have caught you by surprise, but now that it caught you, it's time for you to work around how you're going to get there. And don't even worry about that. Spirit is asking for you to be open and don't really worry about that per se. Let all things happen the way that they're meant to happen. Don't force it. Don't shut it out. Keep your mind open to it. And I feel like everything that you could possibly want could go right. And also, you guys, one thing that I forgot to say is that in your reading, if you're not able to go out and travel to this place, then more than likely the other individual or individuals are definitely more than willing to come to you, actually. So if you're not able to travel, what I see happening for some of you is that you're going to have some kind of family coming to visit, or this other loved one, or whoever this person is, they may come to visit you. And this is where you guys can come together and just have fun, let loose, and just talk and catch up and things of that nature. And I feel like whatever it is, whatever these conversations are, it's going to help for you guys to become enlightened. It's going to be a gift. Some type of gift will be given. I can't tell you exactly what that gift is going to be because, again, this is a general reading for a general audience. But what I do see happening is that there may be someone coming your way. I think that if this is not a romantic partner, which for some of you it actually is, this is some kind of soulmate that is coming to visit you, or this is some kind of soulmate that you're encountering or meeting that you're going to go see. This looks like, I'm hearing something about candlelight and something like there's like this candlelight, like some type of coming together or some kind of event, or the word is ritual, that is coming through as well, that you guys actually may end up doing. It does feel a bit magical. If you're not into witchcraft and things of that nature, it does feel like, it feels like magic. It feels like magic being made, and I feel like this is definitely a magical time. I really do feel like this is going to happen for some of you guys within the next 2 weeks. Others of you, just, timing is what it is. Yeah, so this is the additional message that I wanted to give to you guys before I ended the reading. This came through actually afterwards, but yes. I love you guys so much, and if this reading helped you or if it resonated with you, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me here tonight. I also do offer candles and things of that nature in my online shop. I'm actually going to get ready to make some ethereal visions fixed candles. I'm going to be working on that next. I actually did a video not long ago about how to fix a love and attraction candle. If you guys want to see that, I'll make sure to link it up here somewhere, or you'll see it pop up here somewhere. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you need anything, visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. And if you guys need to or want to follow along with me on Instagram, head on over to @MagicOfEden. I am excited to work with you. I'm excited to serve you, and I will catch you all in my next video.